piercing note that I held for so long that my grandmother, fearing I was a spirit child and my first breath would be my last, slapped me. "You know your grandmother," Pa said. I nodded. Grandma, Pa's mother, the leader of Pa's circle, is not the easiest of women to be around. At times her tongue can be as sharp as the bite of a saber-toothed tiger, and yet she guides me nonetheless. Within 6 weeks, though the coil on my head remained silver, the colour of my eyes shifted from blue to grey, pale grey like the fur of a wolf in winter. "My winter wolf," Grandma called me. More convinced than ever that my time on earth would be precious, she swaddled me and kept me close, while Ma went back to her chores. Grandma petted me, fed me bone broth to build me up and anchor me to Mother Earth. She rubbed herbs on my scalp to encourage my hair to grow. She smeared ointments and lotions, whispered magic words on my crown, and when at last my hair emerged, it dazzled like lightning in snow. As I grew older, capable of placing one foot in front of the other, Grandma taught me language and told me tales of the great Khan who forged our nation and launched the Mongol Empire. Tales of the mighty swords he wielded, scimitars, sabers, Mongolian ilds, swords as powerful as Grandma's spirit. To bind me to her craft, she held me transfixed with fables of night and day creatures that dwell on the steppes. Then, a twinkle in her eyes, she spoke of their companions, women warriors, archers on horseback, nomads like us. Between them, Grandma and Pa saw the framework of a picture my mother was unable to see. They saw and heard, and what they understood, they passed on to me. Of the 3 of us sisters, I, the firstborn, was the leader. The heartwood that would bind us was that each of us would have a teacher and mentor to help us excel in our craft, and each of us a special place to take care of. In my case, we were on our annual journey from our summer grazing grounds to the outskirts of the town where we winter, when I saw mine. A range of mountains shaped like a giant in hibernation. I froze, for there he was, stretched on the horizon, his body carved in the peaks and craters ahead of us. "Pa, can you see what I see?" I asked. Aged 7, I was on horseback with my father. Perched in front, I sheltered in his arms. "What do you see, my daughter?" "There's a giant fast asleep in those rocks over there," I pointed. "There's his head and his arms. One day I'm going to wake him up, Pa." My father laughed. "Clever girl. I didn't register him until I was twice your age. I couldn't see the giant even when your grandmother told me to look out for it. My brother Batu saw him first." "How could you not see him, Pa?" With a finger, I traced the turban on the giant's head, and on his feet, boots 1,000 times bigger than those worn by the great Khan. "You see now, don't you?" Pa reined in his horse, a white stallion he called Taki. "Indeed I do," he replied. He dropped me to the ground, jumped down, and taking my hand, said, as we strolled towards the mountains, "Now that you've seen him, Zula, if I were to ask you, would you be willing to watch over him?" I gazed at my father's face, a face flushed by wind and sun. "Well, Zula?" I hesitated, looked at the sleeping giant and then back at my father, his head covered in a fur hat, tilted as his eyes posed the question a second time. I am a shaman's daughter, attuned to the spinning of cobwebs and the secrets of murmuring hearts. I am my father's treasure, even though Grandma's constant refrain is, "Tread carefully on the course we've set you on, Zula. A shaman's journey is dangerous. Some of us lose our way in the realm of spirits and fail to find a place in this one, like my son Batu. He fled to the city instead." I shushed Grandma's whisper.